What is up, everybody? It's Mike here, and yes, we're playing Terraria. I made a goal for myself to upload a video every weekend, so this is what I'm going to be doing as of today. And you've already probably seen the Terraria series that I did with Josue, but this time it's just going to be personal, and it's going to be a little different. This time I'm going to be playing on Journey mode instead of normal mode. Actually, no, it was Expert mode that I played with Josue. But anyway, I got my character here. His name's James. He's a fresh character. And where is it? Here he is. So this is his world, James' Journey. So I already made the world, and it's a corruption world. So yeah, I have not tested anything out. I have not had a look at it, anything. I just created this world as of the time I'm recording this, which is today, the 15th of March, 2026. So I guess let's do this. So yeah, like Terraria recently got updated, as you probably know. So I'm just really excited to get back into this game. I've missed it for quite a while, and I'm gonna start a fresh, and it feels good to start a fresh world. And the reason why I picked Journey was I wanted to have a few more liberties in what I could do, such as disabling the bios thread, which, let's see, how do I, there it is, which I'm actually gonna do right now. Since I really don't like infection spread, I don't really think it's a good mechanic. Yeah, okay. Anyways, let's get started. So yeah, how you guys doing today? It is Sunday. So this is a medium world, as you might have seen. I was gonna pick a large world, but given that I can duplicate things on journey mode, having a large world isn't really all that necessary. I just need the minimum. And I'm only playing with myself, so having the extra space really isn't that necessary. Alright, and I do have to get used to the controls once again. Okay. I'm more used to playing Terraria on my phone. Alright, we could just get rid of that. Let's actually research all of these things. So yeah, this will be good for build a convenience. I won't use it to try to duplicate a ton of money or resources unless my tools already outweigh them. So like, let's say if I have like post wall of flesh gear, then I will allow myself to duplicate gold, but only for crafting and building purposes. I won't use it to sell anything. This way, it's still fair. Zuzucore made a good video on why Journey mode is good and why you should play more often, which I'll leave a link to his video. I'm not affiliated with him in any way, just so you know. Alright. There we go. Oh yeah. You know what? Nah. I can keep that for now. Because I have 4 defense. Alright. Magic mirror. So yeah, right now I'm mostly only going to duplicate stone, wood, sand, glass, and building materials, as I already said. But for now, I cannot duplicate things like iron and gold until they have already been outclassed. If that's even the right word. See, I'm not gonna... So for now, I'm just going to build basic housing. Nothing really special. Just enough to get the guide, the merchant, and the nurse to move in. Let me help you out, little buddy. There you go. Like, even though it's cool that we get a summon weapon from the start in journey mode. I really wish it had better AI. Because if you've used the flinch staff, you know he can kind of struggle with taking down enemies. Huh? Oh yeah, I need to craft more. Okay. Hey, perfect amount. Yeah, I got a perfect 100. Alright. Yeah, I might expand on this. I might make it look all pretty later on. Okay, so I think a good way to summarize the duplication restriction that I'm putting on myself, if I could easily get more of it, then I'll allow myself to duplicate it, such as these campfires, torches, wood. I could easily just get more by a little bit of farming, but these coins here, they have to be earned. Otherwise, it would just make the game unfair and unfun. I don't know why I need 999, wait, 9,999 workbenches. Whatever. Alright, one door, one chair. You know, this will also help with storage. I probably won't need to make a dedicated storage room. So yeah, that's useful. So yeah, I think a goal that I can make in this journey world is research every item. So that means I will have to duplicate coins eventually. But at that point, I would be at the end game, so it really wouldn't matter. I think that could be a good goal. And that means I would have to create a Crimson, Hallowed, and Corruption version of biomes, like the snow biome. So, you know, it'll be a nice challenge. And it'll be fun, too. And I hope it's something that you guys enjoy. Because I know I'm definitely going to. And, you know, it'd also be a good way to get every achievement. That's way more walls than I need, but that's okay. Oh, I forgot I already crafted them. Sometimes I'm an idiot. Alright, but let's get this house soon before the zombies come out. And I'm not sure if I want to pause day. Maybe if I'm going AFK farming, but that's not really fun. I mean, sure, I could just not record and then go make a cup of tea. And, yeah, whatever. Alright, guide. Here's your new house. Alright, we got Asher a home. You guys want to bet with free nothings on what the names of our NPCs are going to be? I'm not sure if this is a name the merchant can have, but I'm going to guess that the merchant I get is going to be named Melvin. Not sure that's the name that the merchant can have, as I said, but that's what I'm going to bet on. Melvin. Okay, don't seem to have any chairs. Oh wait, yes I do. Yeah, not sure if I'm going to tear this down or what, but let's just... Alright, and one more house so the nurse can move in. Yeah, we got the classic shoebox style house. Not the most luxurious thing, but it works. And And I think there is vanity that can make me look like an astronaut. So I'll definitely want to get that. Alright. Oh, I didn't duplicate walls? What is up with me today? Oh, I guess I just misread it. Oh, maybe it's because I didn't see the pink text. That's probably why. Alright then. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so E is the grappling hook. Like I said, I have to relearn the controls for PC. PC is just the optimal way to play Terraria. Like, it's just the best way. Like, controllers are okay, but touchscreens are probably a no-go, especially ever since mobile updated to 1.3. Oh, this is what I like to see. Living trees. You probably saw from when I played this with Josue that I really like living trees. They make great places to build houses, especially when multiple living trees are connected. Alright, I'm going to try different layouts. Hold on. Come on, little dude. Let's get a garden gnome. Huh? Hey, man. You know what? Fine. If you don't want to cooperate, there you go. Another one. Huh? The runic pixie. Elvan Eggdom? I'll take it. Alright, but the snow biome is actually what I'm going to be needing here, since I'll need to farm flinxes to get the flink staff. Like I said, I want to try different layouts I want to do. With the layout function, I could have different accessories and layouts, so I could have melee. Oh yeah, I forgot. I want to play on expert mode. Didn't know you could set it to expert mode by setting it up to at least 2. There we go. Now I can play on expert mode. So yeah, if you do decide to play journey mode, you don't have to worry about missing out on all the expert mode stuff. And all the dangers that come with it. Eh, eh. Alright. I think ammunition is okay to duplicate, especially arrows and ice arrows and flaming arrows, because they're easily farmable. Die! Oh yeah, my friend. She needs to come back. Wait, flinch or... It's a finch. Okay, no L. No voiced alveolar lateral approximate. Which is the sound an L makes, by the way. The ul sound, not la. Okay? Ul. Ul. Oh, oh. Okay? Ul. But I'm not here to be a kindergarten teacher. There we go. Let's see how much. Okay, 100. That, that better just be... Hold on, let me turn off the lamp at my desk. Alright then, it's just the evening. I was worried that I was going to be stepping into the corruption. Alright then, so 23 more. Okay. Alright. 4 more. Alright, there we go. Now I gotta take care of this dude. Snow coat. I'll take it. And that'll actually be a good source of armor. Cannot be frozen or chilled. Oh, that's a set bonus. So, yep, given the rules, I cannot duplicate that just to sell it. And I cannot duplicate coins. I'll also look back at Zuzacorn's video on how to make the most of Dirty Mode. Okay, let me take care of this demon eye. Alright, we are in the snow biome. What is this? A platinum world? Yes, it is. Oh yeah, I forgot. I could make ice torches. That'll increase my luck. How to get 2 living chests? Alright, first life crystal. About the life crystals, I think I'm only going to duplicate them once I get to 400 health. This way I've already done the grind. Alright, that's the demon altar that'll probably be spared when we get into hard mode. Did I see something there? No, just tin. I'm gonna have to use my self-control to make sure that I don't cheese the game and duplicate things to make me overpowered. But hey, I can always just throw it away if I do mess up. A snowball cannon. Well, that's definitely an upgrade of weapons. If I want to duplicate every item, like fully research things, I'm gonna have to collect everything. Yeah, I'm not gonna be using this spear. Alright, it's time to research. This finding that anvil is actually pretty useful. Alright, so what I'm gonna need a flinx fur coat. Haven't found any flinxes yet. So maybe I would be allowed to duplicate iron, but I can't use it for tools. I mean, if I have platinum, then why would I ever need iron tools? Okay. Alright. Time to dig up some more snow blocks. Even though that might be a little... Yeah, I'd have to go back up to the surface. I don't really want to do that right now. Because there's very few snow blocks up here. And that is a big vein of platinum. Alright, so what's after platinum? Demonite and crimtane. So once I get demonite, I'll be allowed to duplicate platinum. Once I get to the end game, I'll be allowed to duplicate everything. The logic, as I've said, is there will be no point because I won't be overpowered. I won't get powerful too quickly, and now I'm dead. Do I want to put a death count? Maybe. Alright, well that was a pretty good run. And I still haven't gotten stoned. Alright, because snow is easily farmable, I'll be allowed to replicate snow. Now let's get back to that snow biome so I could use this cannon. Because it'll definitely be an upgrade from my iron short sword. Alright, so I need to get snow and stone. I should probably do this somewhere else so I don't ruin the terrain. Probably this cave would be good. Hey, quick question for you guys to comment. What do you guys like to use my videos for? Do you like to just binge them for fun? Do you like to put them as background noise? Do you play video games while I play video games? Or maybe you use them like as background noise for when you sleep? Yeah, what do you guys do when you watch my videos? Please comment that down below. Alright, got that snow. And now, let's craft some snowballs. Get ready to shoot back. I'm not going to be needing that short sword anymore now that I got my cannon. Alright, I had to jump cut that because someone came into my room, so... Yep, had to cut that out. Anyway, let's carry on. Hmm. Should I be allowed to duplicate bombs? Not sure. Maybe no. Until I have... What about I can only duplicate bombs? You know what? Maybe never, because bombs and dynamite in this game are useful at any stage, even when you have a good pickaxe. Alright, now I can duplicate stone. Alright, I can't duplicate that platinum. Should I be allowed to duplicate potions? Maybe no. Maybe fallen stars, because that is a lot of fallen stars. Now I'm probably not going to be using the mana class too much, since my favorite class is summoner. Melee is pretty good too. Alright, glow sticks can be duplicated. So can cobwebs. I don't really use grenades, so I'm going to duplicate those. Gel can definitely be duplicated. Bombs can only be duplicated until when I reach endgame. Alright. I don't think herbs should be duplicated, because I'll want to set up an actual farm. Mushrooms can probably be duplicated because they're so easily available on the surface. Dirt can be duplicated. Throwing knives can be duplicated because I don't use them. Potions cannot be duplicated until endgame. Recall potions can be because I have a magic mirror. Alright. Time to upgrade the base. Oh yeah, and I won't be utilizing the shimmer to get a ton of resources back, such as from these anvils, because that also defeats the point. Yeah, mostly it's for building purposes. Where's the furnace? Furnaces. There they are. Let's... Okay, this chest is for things that as of right now I am not allowed to duplicate. Alright, because I'm not going to be using iron armor, it's mostly going to be just for crafting, I'll duplicate iron. But like I said, until I reach Demonite or higher, I cannot duplicate platinum. Alright, there we go. Alright, clean inventory. Now where should I go next? I also got a repairman coming to my place to check on my ceiling since it was leaking water earlier this week. So once he comes over, I'm gonna stop recording. He said he'd be coming at around 2 o'clock. It's 1:40 in the afternoon right now. Yep, gotta take out this slime. And I suck at aiming. Oh, what was that? A cloud slime? Yeah, there, got him. Alright, if I'm gonna research every item up to the end game, getting this cactus is necessary. And so is taking out these vultures, or just vulture. Yeah, I mean, hitting a target when you're not moving isn't really impressive, nor is when the target isn't moving itself. This is the one thing I'll give mobile Terraria for, but the reason why it has that, I'm not sure PC really does have it, I wouldn't think so, is because mobile, it's mobile. The definitive way to play on that system would be with a controller or keyboard, and that's not a mobile game. Terraria isn't really a mobile game, it just has a mobile port. There's a big difference. And don't get me wrong, I do like mobile ports, and I think games should have them, because it increases accessibility and prevents privacy. Not privacy, piracy. Oh yeah, and I'm also going to be need to getting sand. Oh yeah, I put my bombs in that chest. How much sand am I going to need? 100. Alright, go get him, Finch. Alright, got all the sand that I'll need. I'll check with the guide to see what these antlion mandibles can be used for. If it's anything useful, then I'm not going to duplicate it until it becomes outclassed. Yeah. I'm not going to use this subsoul, so I'll duplicate it. Well, I'm not going to duplicate it, I'm just going to research it. I only need 5. That tells me they're used for useful things. But like I said, if I don't use them, then I'm not just, I'll research it. Alright, boomerangs I do use to make enchanted boomerangs. Actually, maybe I could duplicate them? Yeah, not sell them. Like, I could duplicate the wooden boomerang, but just not sell it. Would that work? If that was a good modifier. Yeah, and I prefer the boomerang over the snow cannon. Yep. Alright, so as soon as I find a fallen star, I'll duplicate it. I keep saying duplicate, it's just research. Yep. Uh, yep. Die! Yeah, he's not doing too hot right now, so let's let him heal up. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get the enchanted boomerang if I wanna effectively take out these zombies. And there it is. Alright, so I'm gonna try this so I can research it, but not sell it. Oh yeah, this is much better. Alright, so if it basically reduces the grind, then no. But I'm not really reducing the grind too much here. And I'm dead. 2 deaths in 1 video. Well, maybe this is actually an okay place to stop. Okay. Alright, I can research bottles because they're easily farmable. And as we continue the series, we'll learn what can and cannot be duplicated more and more. So yeah, guys, I think this was a good place to stop. This is a good place to stop. I'd say we did pretty well so far. I mean, we got an enchanted boomerang, and, you know, we're making our way in this world. And I should probably put away my coins, because I won't be able to duplicate them until endgame. In the meantime, I'll write down, like, some of the restrictions I have. And kind of define the rules. So, yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. Hopefully you guys like this series. I know I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!